Hey Jess, hey everybody. Pit lane now is open thanks to BP Ultimate as the cars roll out. 24 of them today as we start the first portion of our elimination qualifying. NTI Townsville 500 Repark Street Circuit is our venue this weekend. We're staying in the warmth, escaping the southern states midwinter, and it is a gorgeous 25 degrees out there at the moment. 7th round of the Repco Supercars Championship. Here's where we play the game this weekend on one of the most exciting street circuits that we visit. All right, this is going to be a pretty wild 80-odd seconds now, folks. Going to be some desperation here, trying to squeeze some laps together, or a lap, as the case may be, depending on where you are in the field. So those that are at the sharper end of the pit lane get a greater opportunity to potentially get a second lap. Those that are at the tail end of the field, if traffic congestion's an issue, they may only get one hit at it now. Matt Payne on the run down the back section of the circuit. You'd love to call it a back straight, but there's none of that going on in this racetrack. It is busy. Crazy busy. They use all of that apron on the exit of turn 6, and then it's all about curb clobbering here through 7, and then again through 8. Give it a kiss. Here comes the gear change, and across this enormous bump here, and the thing will want to jump sideways, but on a fresh tyre it's nice and handy and gripped up.
Brody Kostecki's on a good lap, so is Andre Heimgartner. In fact, Kostecki's number might even put him to the top. Now, what is the number that you need to do to stay in the 10? Cam Waters is currently the man on a 13.49. You're probably going to have to do a 13.2 or 3 to stay in. Feeney to the top of a 13.15. This is going to unravel so quickly. Payne to the top.
Payne's the man at the moment, and his teammate Kai Allen jumps in right behind him. Brody Kostecki, as your forecast, has done a 12.7, the first of the 12s we've seen so far today. Almost 1/3 of a second. His teammates in there as well. Kostecki over Davison. Look beyond position number 10 though. Waters now bumping up into position number 2 from Ryan Wood. Heimgartner gets in. Tony Woodward was saying that car was pushing too much on fresh tyres, so they've cured a little bit of that. David Reynolds now just outside the 10. Di Pasquale gets into position number 4. LeBrock to 5. So just on the outside now, we've got Hilbert. Feeney is right on the edge here, Mark. Feeney is within a fingernail of getting punted, and in fact he has by Thomas Randall. So Brock Feeney is out of the 10 at the moment, our championship leader. We're jumping on board here with Mostert, goes P2, then gets bumped to 3 as Forward comes up to position number 2.
This is critical for Feeney. This is the last corner. Can he get back into the 10? He's currently 15th. What does this lap do for him? He's done a 4. No, it doesn't. Nothing. Exactly. It's slightly faster, but a 13.15 doesn't improve him. 14th.
His teammate, second in the championship, Will Brown, is in 20th position.
Wow.
So high intensity qualifying and a mixed bag at the end of it, as you can see on the totem. This fellow's out on his own. He's a pioneer, and he's making his run down towards the kink in the road at turn 1, building up to 260 kilometres an hour. Jack LeBrock, pole sitter here Sunday last year. Chad?
Just on LeBrock, I watched that car roll out of pit lane right in front of all the engineers watching from the pit wall, and it was like they were expecting everyone to jump out to the pit lane with him, but they all just seemed to let him roll, and as a result, he's got all this racetrack out there by himself.
A ton of fresh air on the run to turn 3, and the next car that he could meet, which he won't, is all the way round at turn 7, 8. So he's got a virtually half the racetrack to himself here at the moment, which means he's got a perfect opportunity to just concentrate on his job.
And he's done a good job. First sector fastest so far. He's been very good in the first sector through the course of the weekend. Smashed it over the curb at 7. Uses the curb discreetly on the right-hand side for turn 8. Gets through turn 10 without a lift. And this number looks like the best of this session. At the cumulative number, he only just got it stopped. I can see you wincing. He only just made turn 11 apex.
Well, he had to chase the rear of the car and counter steer it and turn into it because it was starting to wriggle out of the final corner for him. Now Cam Waters has gone faster in sector 1 while we're focused on Jack LeBrock, who's going to jump up or near the top, and he does. He gets a 12 under his belt. It's a 12.8. This is what it looked like from outside, and right here, he had actually a much bigger moment than we thought. I saw the work on the steering wheel, but I reckon the painted line did the damage there for him. Matty Payne, we're on board with him here in the exact same spot down here at turn 11. Waters on a good lap. Brody Kostecki's gone faster again in sector 1 on this lap. We're coming up to the 30-second mark now. This is going to determine a Boost Mobile pole for the 20th race of the championship season. Payne, nice power to the road coming out of that final corner. Mid-sector belongs to Ryan Wood at the moment. Payne does a 12.7. He's got the provisional pole at the moment by 8/100ths of a second, but Waters snatches that away from him at a 12.6. The best number that we've seen so far this weekend, Waters, who's had great success with pole positions here. Look, Chaz Mostert moves up to position number 5, but Kostecki is flying, as Mark has alluded. And he's gone to the top on a 12.53. And that's the juice that Kostecki's needed.
Great response, great lap. 12.53, gaps them by just under 1/10 of a second. George Commons on the radio to him. That was a absolutely superb lap.
And Will Davison, teammate, moved up into position number 3 as Matt continues his charge. So he's not quite done yet. This is a second flyer for him out of turn 10.
Yeah, it's not good enough.
No, the first sector's a personal best, but he's a 10th or 2/10ths away in the mid-sector. And he's being told on the radio just to give it a swerve.